Hey guys, what's going on? It's Isabel. I'm just gonna record a quick, this is like a rant. If you don't like rants, then it's gonna be titled rant anyway, so if you clicked on this video, you obviously don't mind. But either way, I'm just gonna rant about the complete and utter disrespect that us designers and editors get on, I'd like to say daily basis, but it's probably even more than that depending on who you are, honestly. And it's like so many issues that are just all encompassed into one shit fucking ball of just absolute fucking shit. That was pretty stupid, but whatever. I'm leaving that in because I'm too lazy to fucking edit this shit. But seriously, the first problem is you guys rush the shit out of us, and that's ridiculous. You aren't, especially if you aren't paying us. We need time to do work that even resembles standard, and to think that we can have this shit done in hours, it's ridiculous. I'm gonna walk you guys through a quick what I do to make a header or something like that. So first of all, I brainstorm a little bit. I think, hey, I want to do this or whatever. I figure out what I want to do for the header, and then I run it by the person who I'm making it for. If they like that idea, I'm going to start, obviously. So I go through it. Usually I'll try to find into a Discord or a Skype call or something like that beforehand, just because if you're designing it, obviously gets better if you're talking to people while doing it, because it gets less boring and you get less demotivated. So after that, we get into the call, we start doing the design, and then we have our little circles of people that we start sending previews and stuff to, just to see what our little circle of designer friends and stuff like that think. They can give us any tips, what can we improve on, what looks good, if it doesn't look good, if it doesn't match, if the colors don't fit, if all that stuff, theme, all that stuff, just all they give us just ops and stuff like that. They just tell us their opinions on it and see what we can improve. And then it goes back into a second attempt. So I either, if it's a complete throwaway, I just try again, I do something differently. If it's not, then I continue working, and I do all the improvements and stuff like that, and then I send a second preview to my little designer group of people that also give ops again. And then once that's done, I just finish it out. I do all the CC work, I do the magic bullet looks, I do all that, and then I do final previews, and then I make sure the AVI is done, and then I put it in the rebrand template, and then I get ready to upload it to Twitter. I usually just schedule it with TweetDeck to schedule it for an hour or something away, just to make sure, depending on what time it is, and all that stuff can take 8 hours probably for a header, and that's just to get things up to quality that I expect, something that I can release and not feel bad about it. And keep in mind, I do this for fucking unpaid work, and this is why I don't take on a lot of work. It's just because of the fact that it's a lot of work, quite literally, and I just don't have the time to be doing this all day, especially when something like a header will take me almost 8 hours, and I'm not even getting any compensation for it. I'm not getting paid, I'm not getting anything really from it. Players and stuff expect us to work off the possibility of a shout out, which is absolutely ridiculous. I get that you don't have the money, I get that, especially when I charge $2 for a fucking header, $2 whole. If you don't have $2 for a fucking header, then just get somebody in your team to make it, and they'll usually make it for free. But that's because of the fact that we join teams and we're expected to make things for free. And this is, it's a good idea in theory, but it's just not in practice. Now, if you aren't paying us, you don't get to demand anything. You're in no position. You have to take what we give you. It's just, that's how it works. You don't get to demand things because the fact that you think that you're obligated because you're in a big team or some shit like that. It doesn't work like that. You either pay us, and then we'll do what you want, because the fact you paid us money. You paid us money for a service, and we're going to give you good service. But if you don't pay us, we're not going to cater to you. We're just going to do work, and we're just not going to care about it too much, and we're just going to do it just to do it. And the second thing is, we get treated second-class citizens, almost like that. Players put themselves on this high-ass pedestal, and designers and editors are on the bottom. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous, considering we make all your shit look decent. Imagine just having a video just with your fucking spinning clips in it with no fucking editing and just music behind it. Just fucking imagine that. You wouldn't like that. You wouldn't do it. There's no motivation. You need us more than we need you. Put it that way. Because the fact that editors will just go to editing teams and stuff like that. They'll edit CS:GO and they'll edit COD PC and all that, just because of the fact that there's plenty of that, and they don't need players for that. They can record their own clips, and if they want to do console editing, guess what? There's already enough clips to fucking fund editors' imagination and edits for the next 30 years, guaranteed. Just because there's so many fucking players out there and not enough editors. And us designers, we're just gonna move to esports designing, where we get paid for our work and we get appreciated for it, where we actually get recognition and we actually gain something other than monetary value too. We get both. And we get to join organizations that actually give us like something to put on our resumes if that's what we're gonna go to school for or whatever. If we want to go for design school, an esports org could very well be something we could put on our resume, because of the fact that those are actually businesses, they're companies. Just think about that before you treat us like shit and you whine and bitch about how your design isn't done in a minute. Like, seriously. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick video. This is more or less a test for my mic, just because I got this mic a little while ago and I wanted to test it out, make sure it sounds pretty good. So either way, hope you enjoyed this video. If you didn't like the rant, then feel free to leave a dislike, even though if you're probably a player, you'll probably leave a dislike anyways. Either way, hope you guys liked the video. Peace the fuck out.